What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Horsepower Cartel. I'm here with my buddy Nick. We're going to be discussing some cool cars all around India from this country. Something that we think that is cool, and we thought we will share it with you guys. You know, the specs and details. Also, shout out to Stay Tuned India because they always are showcasing these cars. So we obviously went through their page and picked a few cars from the page as well, and some other pages as well. A lot of pages that I can't really name because I don't even remember. I just saved it. And shout out to the owners as well. I can't go ahead and mention everyone's name, but yeah. Let's start out with this Suzuki Swift from Kerala, obviously.
Yeah.
It's got a full Suzuki. So, you know, my first car was actually, like, the first car that was my own car. Like, not my family's first car. My own car. When I used to live in America, I used to come to India every summer. And the first car I ever owned that I could say was mine. I mean, I was gifted it at a very young age when I was in 10th grade. But but that was my first car, and I riced it out. You know, it was back then when underglows and neon lights were really.
Need for
we're
speed
talking about
spec.
2005, and I had one of the first orange Swifts in India, in Mumbai at least. I know that, and it was a base model. It was the LXI because that's all that was available at that time, and I had to put power windows. And
What? Where did you get the winder and all that?
Yeah, it came with the winder, no ABS,
Oh,
just had AC and power steering. I remember I added everything to that car, nice sound system. I used to experiment on the car. That was my car. I used to experiment. I learned how to do burnouts and actually learned how to do burnouts on a Tata Indica. But anyways, that was a car I used to pull the e-brake and try to do front-wheel drive donuts and drifts or whatever you want to say. But I remember connecting my house Iowa speakers to the subwoofer and the amp that I had in the car. And luckily I didn't short circuit anything and I even had a TV in it.
What?
Yeah.
Like a flip down?
The flip down TV, yeah. And that car's been through a flood as well when that floods happened. But anyways, enough about me. This is a Suzuki. So I
He
always
really
had a
misses it.
Yeah, I do. One of my names on Team BHP is Swift Racer. Something, I don't know. So that's why Swifts are very close to me. You know, I always dreamed of owning a Suzuki Swift Sport. Obviously, we don't have it in India, and which is pretty sad because I think it'll do very well here because
The
people love
closest I think we got to that was one of my friends. He has one of our friends actually has a turbo Swift.
Yeah, but it's not Suzuki Swift.
Yeah,
So this is a Maruti Suzuki. But anyways,
Yeah.
we're going to feature this Maruti Suzuki from Kerala. Obviously, the Kerala boys are killing it. It's lower.
The
That's a
stance
full.
is so perfect.
So good. It's nothing crazy. It's not like slammed, non-functional.
No, it's just
It looks like
flash.
it's track ready. There's another one that we featured in our vlog earlier. Ro, can you put some clips of it? It was wrapped in Tiffany blue, nicely done. It kind of looked like a N-line color scheme, but it was cool, you know.
But
But this is so cool. The edits is cool.
They're
You know.
I think they're great looking cars.
The owner's name is Subit. Shout out to him
Sick
for this
car,
car.
bro.
Dual exhaust, and I hope they're functional. So yeah. Next, we got a car from our boys down south again, Super B. They have their own Daihatsu Wildcard. Did you even know what this is?
I didn't even know
I
it
didn't even know
existed.
Daihatsu made pickup trucks or utility trucks like this until I saw this video. So this is
First
pretty
time.
cool. You know, it's by Super B. Their workshop, I guess, down south in Kochi. So
Pretty popular.
they've worked on it,
Yeah.
or they own it. I don't know, but really cool car. And it's yellow color, goes really well.
Super
it looks like
clean.
it's pretty good.
It's
And,
super
it's
clean.
probably 4-cylinder. It makes probably like 50 horsepower, but it looks really clean. It's really nice job for restoring. Next, we have a car here from Mumbai from a very special garage. This car shares a garage with a Mark V Supra, the yellow one.
Oh, is it the same guy?
Yeah.
Wow.
He also has that Morgan, the
which
Lotus Evora. The other
Oh, the blue
Lotus,
Morgan is his?
Yeah, the Lotus Evora. The only other Lotus Evora besides the one that we used to have, and then many other cars. And then this is actually a company in America called Apocalypse. They make a lot of 6x6 vehicles, and this is one of them. And this is something look at it. So
It's ridiculous.
The wheels stick out. You can see in this video that the driver has to stick his head out the window and see if the wheels are gonna look at this.
Whoa.
It looks so mean. And
What's it based on? Wrangler?
it's a Jeep Wrangler or whatever. Rubicon. Gladiator. Yeah, it's a Gladiator.
Oh yeah, it's a pickup.
Yeah,
with the-
Gladiator, but extended.
Wow.
So, yeah, man, this car is sick. I'm curious to see what engine's in it because when I looked on the page, a lot of them had the Hemi,
the
what's
V8s.
it called, the Hellcat engine in it.
Oh,
The supercharged. So I really want to know if that's the same engine.
Yo, this car, I don't know if...
So there's a backstory to this car.
Yeah.
Okay. This car used to be MH01 or 02 BT something. It used to belong to my boy Mohit. He bought it with 88,000 kilometers, I think. And he sold it when it was 106,000. 535. We had done the muffler delete on it, and it sounded so good. It sounded like one of those Maserati like 6-cylinder turbocharged cars. Yeah, it sounded so exotic.
50 at 5 straight.
Yeah, and 54. Yeah, I mean back then. Now you know what these cars sound like, but back then it sounded so exotic for what it was. He didn't have an M kit or nothing. It was just a basic 535i with 18-inch multi-spoke wheels.
And now it's like...
And now this guy has gone ahead. I actually met this guy.
He's gone full...
Then again, he's gone ahead and put... I think it's a Haman wide body Typhoon kit or something.
It looks wild.
It's wild. Not wild body, wide body.
Wide. It's
but
crazy,
sick.
yeah.
Twin turbo, N55 or N54, I think. N54.
There's such underrated cars.
Such a value for money. There's a few around. There's, I think, only about 30 of them in India. Probably less now. But they're sick cars.
And they're like slept on. Like the tuning potential is
mad. I mean, stage 2 you can go up to like 400 horsepower to the
wheels. Because this was like the precursor to what the B58 now is basically.
No, what the N55 was.
Yeah, it's a precursor to the B58.
You could say it's the German 2JZ. You could say that comes in all the cars now.
It failed injector.
It's another car.
You know?
It's another car that's very close to me because we owned a few of these growing up, you know, before I shifted to America. So we had a Maruti Suzuki Esteem. We had 1,000 before that. Because we had an 800 and then they came up with a sedan version, we called it 1000. Yeah, so we used to have this, and I always thought like these cars look so cool when they're modded, lowered. This one I had to feature because the spec game is just sick.
It's white. It looks so good.
It's a very nice olive green color, not being biased. But very nicely done. I like the fact that he left the engine bay red. And then I don't know if he cheapened out on the paint job, but
no. So it's red and white, some parts white. Yeah.
And then whatever. But very good. This belongs to my boy Navin. Shout out to Navin in Kerala. KL boys killing it, and nice wheels too. OZ wheels, which are probably rare.
Fancy. They cost more than the car, maybe.
Exactly, they cost more than the car. OZ wheels.
But like the Esteem kind of started the whole rally thing in India, right?
Yeah, you could say rally drag racing definitely. When you used to go to street races back in the day, this is one of those cars you'd see like.
Esteem was
dime a dozen and like.
So you had two options, right? The Esteem and the CLO. And the CLO wasn't tunable.
CLO was a 1.6, I'm pretty sure. The Esteem was a 1.3 and then the 1000 was a 1000cc.
Yeah. No one really liked the CLO that much for modding, but it was like luxury car.
Yeah. Alright, next we got a car that is belongs to a very special close friend of ours. I really love this car because it has a lot of OEM parts on it, OEM plus parts on it from Volkswagen Racing or Factory Racing, whatever you want to say. This is a Jetta TDI 2-liter. I think it's stock performance-wise. DSG, dual clutch, 6-speed transmission.
And he's got a stage 1 tune on it.
He's got a stage 1 tune.
Bilstein suspension.
It made about how much did it make to the wheels?
170 something horsepower.
To the wheels?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it makes some extravagant figure to the wheels as well, like KS's Dino Day when we had it over there. But it's got the OEM lip kit, which is sick.
Yeah, the GLI lip kit.
The GLI lip kit, and it's got the
Momo wheels.
The Momo wheels, which look so sick. I wish I could actually. These are the type of wheels I wanted to get for my VRS when I had it, but unfortunately, the only available.
I think Jetta's a very slept-on silhouette.
Yeah, it's such a good car. I mean, like it's still got the 2-liter TDI that is shared amongst Audi and Volkswagen and Skoda. And I think it's a very tuner-friendly engine, and this car looks sick.
It's not a TSI, but if you want a daily and you want practicality,
and a lot of torque, enough for the city, low pocket rocket, and it looks sick once it's modded.
Yeah, and it's something that you don't see every day. I mean, you see Lauras all the time.
You see Lauras.
You see Polos.
You see Polos.
But the Jetta costs just as much, and it's got
very slept on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a great design. I think
another car I want to talk about is from Bangalore down south again. Other cars from down south is the 740 Li E38. It's built by N1 Concepts. I don't know who owns this car. I've been trying to find out because I really wanted to check this car out when I was in Bangalore. Maybe we can find out if you guys know. Hit us up, or if you're the owner, hit up my DMs. It just looks so mafia and gangster. It's everything you want. The only thing I don't like about this car are the wheels because they're not period correct.
But it's okay. I mean,
I like the wheels on Johan's 7 Series, which is another black car, which is I think probably inspired by this, but it has air suspension, right? But they're BBS period correct wheels. So I would do something like maybe they're
a little too modern.
The little mesh BBS wheels that come from factory, those look sick. And I mean,
they just remind me of 50 Cent video.
Yeah. Or Tupac.
Oh, Tupac, yes.
Tupac got killed in one.
He got killed,
Tupac.
Literally.
I really didn't want to do Honda cities because there's so many of them. And they're hard to choose because especially down Kerala. Again, this is probably down south. This is belong to Harry Sudan. I don't know where he's from. I think he is from...
Kari Motor Speedway, so must be from...
He's from Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu, yeah.
Tamil Nadu. And he has a Honda City VTEC done up by Race Concepts. It's got some like really decent work done. I like the fact that it has a really clean turbo kit
and the engine bay is done really well. The lettering has like brushed finish
and the turbo. Look at that turbo.
The attention to details.
So sick.
Really good.
But let's see what it made to the wheels. Never mind, it's not posted. But it runs over 8,000 RPMs of boost. That's crazy. Being turbocharged as well, high compression.
And like that's a very high RPM.
Very high RPM.
And it's still running. So that shows like, a lot of thought was put into this one.
Alright, last but not least. But this is going to be the last one for this video. Again, another car that's like a dime a dozen modified. There's so many of them. But this one is really special. Because it has one. I've never seen this on this car before.
It's too cool. I can't get over it.
So this is Videsh's Gypsy. I don't know where he's from, but probably down south. Let me check.
It has to be down south.
Yeah, because they're the only ones crazy enough to do something like this.
There's another clip of it.
It's from Goa. It's from Goa.
Okay.
It has 4-wheel steering. So as you can see, when it turns.
The
back wheel turns as well. As you can see, it makes a big difference in maneuvering when you're off-roading.
You can just crawl over the bumps.
You can literally just crawl. Yeah, exactly. And make a U-turn anywhere you want in the jungle. So that's pretty cool. I wonder what they did to
make it work.
That.
Yeah,
a
lot of
because it looks very
a lot
legit.
Of engineering's gone into it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about a Gypsy. I mean, these you have to get a Aventador S or SVJ for the 4-wheel steering, or even like the US class. This dude's got it in his Maruti Gypsy 1.3.
He's just gone to the shop. Today I want 4-wheel steering.
Yeah, so sick.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think respect.
I think he's extended the bed as well in the back.
Yeah.
It seems.
I just think you get confused with the Samurai because that's like shorter wheelbase.
Samurai is very short wheelbase.
And then the Indian Gypsy is a long wheelbase Samurai, basically.
Yeah. Actually, there's one more car I really want to talk about. His name is Nitin Chako. Shout out to my boy Nitin Chako, all the way down Kerala. Again, Kerala boys. Yeah, I know.
Another one.
He owns 2 cars. One's a slammed Altis on bags with some crazy wheels. But let's not talk about that. It looks like every other car in Kerala. Everyone's doing it.
They just stand.
I think Kerala has the most air suspension cars. It's like they're giving it out.
Because they have roads. I wish if we had roads.
But then but think about it this way: air suspension is needed here.
Yeah.
They could just run coilovers there, which a lot of people do.
But it can brake here as well.
I know, but air suspension, if you drive normal, slow, not the way you drive, but
Yo, I drive your
Anyway,
cars,
we'll save that story for another day. But he's got okay, you guys might know this car for kidnapping and transferring goods and materials, and the bad guys using this car to
Free candy mobile.
Free candy mobile. He's been abducted by one back in the day. But anyways, he knows from experience. Anyways, this is a Maruti Omni. He's made it like this pickup truck type drift.
This is like a Hot Wheels car.
It looks like a Hot Wheels car. It doesn't even look real.
It looks like he's just put some hand wash on it and just
literally, look how cool that looks. And these look like some pretty rare JDM wheels as well.
They're so unique.
This is so different.
And the colorway, I love the way the choice of color, it's so out there.
His name is Winter Soldier on Instagram, so check him out.
This is wild.
It's funny because I've never seen a clean picture of this car clean, without any, every picture has a scrape or something on it.
He has a smile on it.
JDM inspired.
The bumper has a smile, if you notice.
Yeah. And look at the one headlight, it's green, but really cool. I really like the way it looks. It's so different. I've never seen something like this before. One of the reasons why why I mentioned I want to go to Kerala, Brual, I was telling you we should go this time soon, is I want to check out this car, man. This car, look how wide the wheel is in the back. Complete hoonigan. There, so hoonigan. By the way, RIP Ken Block, man. Seriously, he inspired a lot of people. Probably this guy as well.
Yeah, it was tragic, bro. One more person taken away with snow. Another.
I don't know if you know, driver. But I used to have the hoonigan sticker on my X5 when it was matte black
with the camo wrap.
No, but after when I made it full matte black, satin matte black. Then the M5 had it as well. So he inspired me to be a hoonigan on the street. So
I used to play all those games when they used to come out.
Yeah, all those cool cars from Forza.
Dirt Rally.
Watching the Gymkhana videos are so cool. So RP Ken Block, and yeah, man, rest his soul. And we'll see you guys soon. Hope you guys enjoyed that episode. Let us know if you want us to do more of these things. I'll get Nick to come out and give us banter on these cars as well. So
we can do a funny one, but then people are gonna come out to kill me.
Someone actually threatened this guy last time.
Yeah, I got a death threat.
We have a video. If you know, you know. It's private now because legit we offended the car club.
We got death threats.
You got death threats.
Oh, I got death threats for sure. I don't know about him, but
it's the Matrix.
It's the Matrix
They're trying to get us. Anyways, like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys soon.
See you guys.